The best way that I've been able to relate to the hopeless feeling that plateaued guitar players have is looking at my investment portfolio and having my iPhone tell me how much time I spend playing chess, even though I just keep getting whooped over and over again by my phone and it will never win. But you actually have hope. Unlike me, I'm a lost cause. I'm never gonna get that 1450 ELO ranking. But you, my good friend, will be able to level up your guitar playing, and I think a big part of that comes from rhythm guitar. Rhythm guitar is probably one of the most slept on things about guitar learning, and one of the things that made me feel like I was, good enough to be a professional guitar player, right? So we're gonna take 3 different strumming techniques, but be able to apply them into a counting method that is really gonna help your playing. Today's video is sponsored by TrueFire Guitar Lessons. I actually just used this for a video I posted. I'm gonna tell you more about that later, but I will have an affiliate link in the description. But let's get to the first, most basic strumming pattern you'll ever hear of, right? It's this one right here. Every ukulele girl on earth will tell you that down, 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 up, down, up is only maybe akin to down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. But we're talking about the down, 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 up thing first, okay? So first of all, just saying the words down and up, that's playing checkers. We're playing chess here, guys. Even though I've already started the metaphor off by saying I'm a terrible chess player, we're still going with it in a different direction because counting is way more important, okay? So we're just gonna take simple chords, all right? This is gonna be a C major 7, actually. So 3, 3, 2, open, open, open. And I'm strategically picking this chord because it sounds so much different on the low end than having the open strings on the high end, which we're gonna get to more in a second, right? But we're gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so at a surface level, it's still a down, 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 up, down, up. But all the downstrokes will be numbers, counts, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We can make them eighth notes by adding 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I think the important part about strumming practice and rhythm practice in general is keeping an active strumming hand, right? So my hand is just always going down and up, and just where I'm choosing to hit those numbers is where you're gonna get the sound from. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And even if I were to pause, like for like a performance or something, if I'm like maybe sitting out for like a section, I'm still gonna kind of keep some kind of intrinsic rhythm going, whether it's tapping my foot, moving my hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and down, 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 up, down. Now to make it less static, let's go 2 frets higher. This will be like a replacement for a D major chord, okay? And if we really want to get crazy, we're gonna go 2 frets higher, but then change your middle finger to your pointer finger to go 7, 7, 5. Open, open, open. Okay, so this is maybe like a more open, kind of seamless way of playing C major, D major, E minor. That's a little easier to not have to worry about your fretting hand than going from C major, D major, E minor, but the same general vibe, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. Now it doesn't sound like this, even though that's the same count, because I'm really dynamically playing this. So if you look at where my pick is actually coming down on the strings, the 1 count gets the lowest 3 strings, or the general vicinity of that, 1, 2, and that 2 count gets the highest 3 strings, which, coincidentally, is actually a different chord if you want to take it just by that. This could be an E minor chord, and this could be a C major chord. Combined, they make a C major 7 chord, which you'll know all about if you have a TrueFire account. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so 1, 2, 3, and is going to be the low part down, up. 4 and is going to be the high part down, up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we got to get this under our belt first before we get into the other 2 strumming patterns, which I think will really help level up your playing, right? And again, it doesn't matter how long you've been playing guitar, what kind of genre you play guitar, you you're never too good to stop learning, which is why I've actually had a lot of fun using this TrueFire account. I've done a few videos with them, and they're having a summer festival sale. So the cool thing about TrueFire is you can get an all access thing, which you can get a percentage off of all access if you use the affiliate link for the rest of the summer, or you can actually choose courses and kind of like make a la carte something that maybe you are specifically interested. I've talked a lot about the Keb Mo class that I took from the bundle here, which I highly, highly recommend. Keb Mo's probably my favorite like living guitar player. It's more kind of like blues, Americana roots kind of style playing. But one thing that I actually learned recently was I did like a reggae guitar cover with my friend Lilu and my buddy Jack, where I really didn't know, like reggae guitar is like such a weakness of mine, but I just was able to kind of like just check out the TrueFire bundle, and I mean, if you listen to it, I feel like I kind of nailed it for not really spending a lot of time trying to get that sound. So you can build your own course bundle. It's any 3 for 30% off, any 4 for 40% off, any 5 or more for half off. So definitely check that out because that offer is valid pretty much for about another month-ish or so. So if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. Thank you to TrueFire for sponsoring the video. But get this under your fingertips and your hand. Now you'll also notice that my strumming hand is kind of locked. I've got a touch point here with my arm on the actual body of the guitar, right? And what that allows me to do is my wrist is really just free to move around a lot. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm never too far away where I can't speed this up. If I'm really got a lot of extra movement and like space between where my downstroke ends and where my upstroke ends, right? This is all just like showy, flashy playing. Nobody needs to play with that much range of motion for your strumming. You want to kind of keep it tight, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. And you get so much more of a swing dynamic in that it'll really, even if you're playing lead, I think that the dynamics that you can build in to just good fundamental rhythm and timing will show itself in every other facet of your playing. I promise you, if you can get these strumming patterns down and make it sound dynamic, along with maybe like some kind of like selective palm muting and opening up the chord, your playing will really go above and beyond that plateau that a lot of people kind of get stuck on. Even like live professional performers, like, you know, the restaurant and bar scene and stuff, I rarely see them be able to really master the dynamics of a somewhat simple, you know, rhythmic performance. And it's like, it could be such a more interesting show. It's like, just put some dynamics on it, guys. You're killing me out there. So the next thing we're going to do, the next pattern we're going to do, is we're going to use some of these same little tactics, but we're going to do a different time signature, okay? Just like learning different genres and stuff with the TrueFire website is very helpful, learning different time signatures and patterns is super, super helpful for playing. So the next one we're going to do is going to be a waltz, 3, 4, 6, 8, technically if you want to count it that way. But it's going to sound like this. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So basically, we're actually separating this chord into 2 parts, still just the low band and the high open strings. But we're going to do 3 counts each. So 1, 2, and 3, and. So I'm staying low. 1, 2, and 3, and. Just like that. And then 4, 5, and 6, and. Okay? So that's why I'm thinking of this as a 6 count, even though you can still count it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and as far as, you know, if you count to 3 twice or 6 once, it doesn't really matter. But this is a really important strumming pattern because being able to switch time signatures is something that actually took me a little bit of practice, because I remember when I first started gigging more and I had a set list, like, all right, well, this one's in 3, and then if I went to like a 3/4 song right into a 4/4 song, it would take a minute for my brain to adjust, and I would keep trying to fight back falling into the patterns of old time signatures when really starting fresh, counting it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3. And that's why being able to do it with the same chords, I think, is really great practice. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. So being able to kind of change the count within that infrastructure of timing is also important in your dynamic. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. See how much more interesting it becomes by just maybe taking all the downstrokes out of the second half of the count. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. Being able to do that intentionally instead of feeling around for it. Again, as someone who never really had guitar lessons myself, I would more just try to feel time signatures before I got good at actually dissecting counts. And I could play pretty well just by feeling it out. But it wasn't until I started counting that I was able to make conscious decisions on how to do stuff. And that's when I was really able to start learning songs very rapidly, right? Like at this point I can just kind of like look at a chord chart and be like, all right, got it, time done, right? Like you have the strumming capability tools already in your muscle memory that it's easy to switch back and forth, all right? So now the ultimate test, this is gonna be like actually beating the phone at chess without having to like redo moves and go back, which bothers me so much. Is going to be playing 5/4, okay? Somewhat of a more rare time signature, but not so out of pocket that you'll never kind of see it. I think the best way to play an odd time signature like 5/4 is to break it down into smaller chunks, okay? So we're going to do a count of 3 and a count of 2. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. 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 Now once you do that, it's like, all right, well, now I'm making it more familiar. I know that, like, all right, I know how to play 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1. I already got that down, right? So now I just have to add 2 downstrokes as 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. And the first couple times you do this, it actually might seem like you're kind of like starting early on the 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 1. It almost seems unnatural until you start playing it more, which is why maybe you want to play to like a metronome or a backing track or something like that, and just like a drum track to kind of help reinforce that yes, this is indeed the 1 count. Now, if you can all do it around the same tempo, being able to switch back and forth between all 3 time signatures and strumming patterns, that's really cool. Like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. And then kind of do back and forth. Again, that's no piece of music on earth that anyone would want to listen to. I'm looking at you, Jacob Collier. Would ever use those time signatures in like a way of actually playing music to people. But it really is a good exercise, and it's kind of like a good mental exercise, right? And you can actually get better at it the more you do it. Instead of just mindlessly playing the same patterns in chess and thinking that that's gonna help me actually beat my phone at chess. That's insane that I don't like maybe just try to actually get better at it. I'm just like, maybe if I just keep doing the same thing against my phone, the supercomputer that I carry around with me, maybe eventually I'll get the better of it. That's stupid. That's never gonna happen. But you can play in 5/4 with just a little bit of Sean Daniel video expertise and a True Fire account. So thank you to them for sponsoring the video. Thank you to you for watching. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave me in the comment section or the website, and I'll talk to y'all soon.